Hi everyone, welcome back to Linda Libera Loca. My name's Anne and I'm passionate about sharing beauty tips and tricks for people with more mature skin. And I love to talk skincare, so today I'm bringing you a pixi skincare review, an overview of the pixi Skintreats Rose-Infused Collection. And I actually received this with this amazing travel bag. If you're not familiar with these bags, these have a hanger so you can hang them on the campground or in the hotel bathroom. It is available on the Pixi UK website as part of a set containing a few of the items that I'm going to share with you in a bit. So if you want a bag, check with the Pixi UK website. But it came filled with 9 items, the Pixi Rose-Infused Skincare Collection, and I wanted to do a quick review, quick overview of all of them for you. In-depth reviews with full ingredient lists are as always on the blog. First up are the Pixi Makeup Melting Cleansing Cloths, and Pixi claims ultra-effective pre-moistened cleansing cloths that effortlessly dissolve makeup while balancing skin. And I have to admit that I have not used makeup wipes since I turned, I think, 25, so for several years now. I just prefer regular cleansers on my face. These are nice, they do dissolve my makeup, even waterproof mascara, they are hydrating, don't feel stripping. They are pretty heavily scented, contain fragrance, and they are really strong with their rose scents. So these are not for me. I'm much more excited about this one. This is the Pixi Skintreats Rose Cream Cleanser, and this is the new bottle. I have this one already and I took the scissors to it because I like it so much. And Pixi has to say, nourishing cream cleanser with mineral-rich mud cleanses skin as it helps strengthen and soften. I have to say, Rose Cream Cleanser is the most misleading name that I've come across in a long time because it does not smell of roses. It smells more medicinal, and this is actually more of a very gentle mud cleanser. It contains kaolin, mormorionite, diatomaceous earth. I hope I said that right. It's suitable for even sensitive or dry skin, but not your average cream cleanser. I really like it a lot. I prefer it as my first cleanse in the morning. Then the Pixi Rose Tonic. Pixi says natural, soothing, and rich in nutrients. This tonic helps tone, balance pH, minimize redness, and calm skin, rehydrates, replenishes, and refreshes. And I have to admit, I always thought I don't need a hydrating toner in my routine because my toners usually contain my active steps, but this one convinced me otherwise. It's really soothing, so I like to apply it after exfoliating, or if my skin just has been a little rough because I've been outside in the cold. It's really soothing and adds a lightweight layer of hydration. It has a focus on humectants and on soothing ingredients, so I think any skin would get along with this one. And the rose scent is there but not that strong, so I can use it despite not liking rose scent very much. Kind of along the same lines is the Pixi Rose Glow Mist, and you might have heard of the Pixi Glow Mist, which is a cult favorite. I have to say I have tried both and I prefer this one on my more combination oily skin. Pixi says, packed with 7 flower oils, essential fatty acids, and antioxidants, this dual phase elixir leaves the skin with a natural glow. It moisturizes the skin, improves elasticity, and provides free radical protection. It contains humectants, a few emollients, but less oils than the original Glow Tonic, and a few antioxidants. It's really lightweight, does not disrupt my makeup, works well with my oily skin without leaving me overly dewy, which was why I did not like the original Glow Mist too much. The only downside when comparing it to the original is that this does not contain niacinamide, which is an ingredient I love, but other than that, this is the second bottle. I just finished my first one, and I like it for either spritzing it in between throughout the day or for in between my skincare steps for hydrating layers. Then the Pixi Rose Caviar Essence, and it's called Essence, it's marketed as Essence Serum, and I actually liked it as a moisturizer in the summertime when I used it. Pixi says, concentrated flower oil suspended in a weightless serum essence melt onto skin, delivers fresh botanicals to nourish and hydrate, restoring skin's brightness for immediate and long-term radiance. And yeah, it does all that, and that's kind of why I don't think that I am continuing to use it, because it does give dew and radiance to the skin. And I don't like my skin to be that dewy, but the radiance that I get from this one makes me want to reach for my powder. It is really lightweight, it's hydrating. I loved it as a finishing step in the summer because it contains quite a few emollients to smooth out my skin, but is absolutely not heavy. So if you're more on the oily skin side and like a good dewy look to your foundation or to your face, this is great. If you prefer more matte base, this is probably not for you. And if you're dry skin, this is probably great as a serum step underneath the moisturizer. Then the Pixi Rose Ceramide Cream, which is one that I would never ever have bought because it is aimed at dry, normal skin types, which my skin is clearly not. Pixi says, this ultra-rich cream is infused with ceramides and rose oil to deeply hydrate the skin for a healthier, more supple appearance and feel. Antioxidant-rich botanicals help to improve skin's elasticity while protecting against environmental aggressors. And I agree, this is a really hydrating, nourishing cream, but it is not too heavy for my face. I can actually use it in the mornings if it's cold outside because despite containing quite a few occlusives, it does never feel heavy or suffocating on my skin. It feels nice, hydrating, plumping, my skin feels protected. I would not call this soothing because it contains quite a few essential oils, but for my skin it works perfect, and the addition of the ceramides and phospholipids in there means that it helps repairing my skin's barrier function, which is a little better due to age and the fact that I retinol every night. So great discovery for me. No matter your skin type, I recommend you give this one a go. It is really, really nice and not heavy at all. The Pixi Rose Oil Blend. Pixi says, this botanical blend is infused with a powerful complex of youth-preserving oils to help improve skin elasticity and glow. The first oil is sweet almond oil, and I admit that this is one of the heavier face oils. I like face oils, but I prefer more lightweight ones with a focus on jojoba oil, things like that. This one is nourishing. I used it throughout the winter months, but I'm not sure if I will have a place for it in my routine in the summer. If you're more on the dry side, I think this is lovely, and yeah, it does have a rose scent, so if you're into roses. Now on to the items that I would not exactly classify skincare, although they are part-time marketed as some. The Pixi Rose Flash Balm. Pixi has to say, this 3-in-1 oil-free, quick-absorbing formula instantly moisturizes and brightens, is great at revitalizing mask as well as a primer to prep skin for perfect makeup application. And just by looking at the ingredient list, I completely disagree. I think even for a moisturizer, this is lacking in anything that would actually do good things for your skin. It does contain a few humectants, but not that many. I would most certainly not use it as a face mask because I don't see the point in that. I do like it as hydrating primer underneath a full coverage matte and probably drying base. So this is what I tend to use it for. I don't get a ton of use out of it. It is a nice hydrating primer if you want to stay in the Pixi line, but for skincare, look elsewhere. And last, and this time for me actually least, is the Pixi Makeup Fixing Mist. Pixi says this is an all-over setting spray for longer wearing makeup. And it is of course an all-over setting spray, and if I spray it on my skin, it does take away any powderiness that I have after powdering my face, but it does not prolong the wear of my makeup in any shape or form. That, combined with the fact that it contains alcohol quite high on the ingredient list and fragrance, makes me kind of not really reach for it because I don't see any skincare benefits. I personally don't mind fragrance and alcohol, but I know some people can find it irritating, and it just doesn't do anything for me that another more antioxidant rich mist like the Pixi Vitamin Mist or something like that would do. So this one is for me kind of a pass. If I had to pick my favorites, it would be the Rose Cream Cleanser, the Rose Glow Mist, the Rose Tonic, and the Rose Ceramide Cream, and all four have a regular place in my routine. If you're more on the dry side, I think the Rose Caviar Essence and the Rose Oil Blend will work for you amazing as well. So depending on your skin type, you should find something in this whole line. Before you go, make sure to check out the other videos that I've linked in the end screen. I think there might be something you are interested in. Please do tell me in the comments below if you have tried anything from this line, what your current favorite is, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any further uploads. I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye!